quiet town of Raven's End, nestled between ancient oaks and dilapidated homes, there stood an ominous antique shop named Eternal Relics. The shop's peculiar collection of curiosities held a particular item that struck terror into the hearts of those who dared to glimpse it: the creepy doll. The doll, known as Clarissa, was a porcelain figure with glassy, unblinking eyes that seemed to follow your every move. Its face, frozen in a perpetual expression of malevolence, sent shivers down the spine of anyone who dared to gaze upon it. Legend had it that Clarissa harbored a dark secret, a cursed soul trapped within its lifeless form. The tale began when the doll mysteriously arrived at Eternal Relics, carried in by an anonymous donor. The shop's owner, a stooped figure named Madame Leclerc, sensed an unnatural energy radiating from the doll, but chose to keep its sinister history a closely guarded secret. One day, a young woman named Lily, drawn to the antique shop's mysterious allure, entered with a sense of curiosity. The air within Eternal Relics grew colder as Lily's eyes locked onto Clarissa's haunting gaze. Madame Leclerc, with a knowing smile, approached Lily and spoke of the doll's inexplicable allure. Against her better judgment, Lily found herself compelled to purchase Clarissa. Madame Leclerc's eyes gleamed with a hidden knowledge as she handed the doll to its new owner, cautioning Lily to treat it with care. As Lily carried Clarissa home, the atmosphere seemed to change. The once familiar streets of Raven's End now appeared cloaked in an unsettling gloom. Clarissa's glass eyes gleamed in the dim light, and the air around the doll hummed with a malevolent energy. That night, as Lily slept, she heard faint whispers in the stillness of her room. The words were indiscernible, a spectral murmur that echoed through the darkness. Lily, dismissing it as a figment of her imagination, drifted into an uneasy slumber. The following morning, Lily awoke to find Clarissa in a different position than where she had left it. The unsettling doll now sat at the foot of her bed, its malevolent eyes fixated on her. Dismissing it as a prank or the result of sleepwalking, Lily returned the doll to its original place. Days turned into nights, and Clarissa's unsettling presence grew more pronounced. Lily, plagued by nightmares and an unshakable feeling of being watched, found herself drawn to the doll. Its porcelain fingers seemed to beckon her, and its hollow eyes bore into her soul. As Lily's mental state deteriorated, so did the once familiar surroundings of her home. Shadows danced along the walls, and whispers echoed through the halls, each syllable carrying the weight of unseen malevolence. The doll, now a harbinger of dread, cast an eerie pall over Lily's life. One fateful night, Lily awoke to the sound of soft, haunting lullabies emanating from her room. Following the ghostly melody, she found Clarissa perched on a chair, its mouth moving as if singing. The doll's lifeless eyes now seemed animated, glowing with an ethereal light. Terrified, Lily tried to flee, but an unseen force rooted her to the spot. Clarissa's porcelain features contorted into a twisted grin, and the room filled with the agonized wails of tormented souls. Lily, ensnared by an unseen malevolence, felt a chilling touch on her shoulder, an icy caress that seeped into her very essence. The following morning, the townsfolk of Raven's End awoke to an eerie stillness. Lily's house, now draped in an otherworldly gloom, bore the mark of an unspeakable horror. The once quiet town whispered of Clarissa's curse, a tale of a doll possessed by a malevolent spirit that fed on the life force of its unsuspecting victims. As the legend of the creepy doll spread through Raven's End, Eternal Relics became a place of dread. Locals avoided its shadowed entrance, and the shop's windows, adorned with faded curtains, concealed the horrors within. Madame Leclerc, the keeper of dark secrets, remained an enigmatic figure, her gaze betraying a knowledge that transcended the boundaries of the living. In the quiet town of Raven's End, where the echoes of tormented whispers lingered in the air, Clarissa's malevolent presence endured. The creepy doll, now a cursed relic, waited patiently for its next unsuspecting victim, as the cycle of terror woven into its porcelain form continued to cast a long and ominous shadow over the ill-fated town. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content if you enjoyed the story.